Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Benjamin, and welcome back to our weekly updates of U.S. Senate races. And we've only got 5 states that have any real interesting new polling nuggets that I would actually consider worthy of either a status change or just an update of the election. And we're going to start with Florida, where a few polls in a row have shown either a tied race or a Bill Nelson advantage of small amounts, but it's enough for me to say that maybe he has the advantage. I wouldn't put it as a leans race, I'm just tilting it towards Bill Nelson. I think that's a smart thing to do. Just take it safe, take it slow. I don't like pushing my predictions. I don't like trying to be I don't like being aggressive towards polls. Now that said, I will start getting a little bit more aggressive with polls as we get further into October, and probably the last election update I'll be a little bit more aggressive with polls and see how much it's moved in the last month or so. So expect me to get a little bit more aggressive as this month goes on, simply because we are getting closer to election day, and in order to not miss, but I still won't be super aggressive, simply because I think that's too much of the horse race, and I don't want to overreact to 1 or 2 polls. Indiana doesn't have a ton of polling information, but we've only got one newer poll that I didn't see from Ipsos, and they show Joe Donnelly with a slight lead. I'm actually going to put him as I'm going to change it to a tilt to Donnelly, simply because he does have the advantage in most recent polls, even though I've had it as tilting towards Mike Braun. And the reason why is because, as much as I want to factor in the state's previous history, at a certain point I do have to consider the polling information, and I think he has enough of an out with the Kavanaugh allegations that he can safely vote no. But if he does vote no, I may reserve the right to change that if polls show that he probably shouldn't have. Plus, Indiana's not as red as, say, a Tennessee, where I feel okay using the state's history. Indiana has actually voted for a Democrat before, in terms of the presidential election in recent history, aka post 2000. We go to Missouri, where Josh Hawley and Claire McCaskill are essentially tied. I really want some nonpartisan pollsters to cover this race, please. For now, it's going to remain as a toss-up, but again, tilt towards McCaskill, simply because that's where the nonpartisan polls show it, as well as where it probably will go because of incumbency advantage. Now we're going to go over to Nevada, which every now and then there's a poll that shows Dean Heller ahead, and there's an Ipsos poll that shows Dean Heller ahead right now over Jackie Rosen. And even though most polls show Jackie Rosen ahead, and I have been treating the race as that, I'm still going to keep this as tilt towards Rosen, but this kind of reinforces it that maybe she's not ahead as much as people would like to think. She doesn't have that much of an advantage. I still expect her to win the race, but I don't really expect it to be a very wide margin. Then we go to New Jersey, which is the final state we're going to talk about today, and Menendez seems to actually have serious problems regarding his re-election campaign. Just about every nonpartisan poll since May has shown the race to be actually extremely competitive, and this is no different. Stockton University. I looked at it on my phone. It seems reputable enough that I don't really have anything to seriously nitpick other than it's not that well known of a pollster. And it's enough for me to actually downgrade this race from leans Democrat to a tilt. And Bob Eugen really could win this. He actually still has a lot of cash on hand that he could put into ads to try and win this state. And Republicans may be able to pick that up. I don't think it's that far outside of... I don't think it's that much of a stretch to see a scenario where Republicans pick it up. But that's really, I think, only because Menendez has that corruption thing hanging over him. If it weren't for that, this race wouldn't even be competitive, and I wouldn't be talking about it. It's just what it is. Anyway, I want to thank everyone for watching. I hope you had a nice day. Stellar Spark and I are going to try to do a collab again, probably release Monday, but we're going to record it on Sunday, simply because there were some audio issues in it, but it happens. I'm not mad. He's a good person, had a great time, and I thank him for the opportunity and just inviting me on and everything. Go check his channel out, subscribe to him if you haven't already. Take it easy, everyone. Hope you have a nice day. I'll see you next time. Bye.